DR Congo, the mission is discovery. Cristiano Ronaldo, perhaps destiny. There have been goals beyond counting, nights beyond belief for him, records that read like exaggerations, yet there is one line missing. One final summit that has always remained out of reach. He is back to try again. His 6th World Cup, his last World Cup. Approaching 12 noon in Houston, 6 p.m. in Lisbon and Kinshasa. And we are all set for Portugal and DR Congo. Every member of the squad for both teams will surround the centre circle and get themselves ready to take in the national anthems.
जेक्सो भाइ के भनेको फेरि भन्नु त के भनेको हेलो हेलो नेसनल एन्थम हुँदैछ है अब आज त म्याच हेर्न बसेको तर नेटको कतिको छैन तिमीले हेर्दैनौ म्याच आज डेन्जर हेर्नुपर्छ केटा है केमा हेरेको टिभीमा म्याच हेरेको के गरेको फोनबाट भाइ कहाँबाट हेर्नु क्रोमबाट हेर नि भाइ क्रोमबाट छद्दे स्कुल एक दिन के हुन्छ म थाहा नि गेम हेर्न भनेको भाइ आज त गेमै हेर्नु भनेको रोनाल्डोको हेर्नु भनेको आज चाहिँ गेमै हेर्नु भनेको मेस्सी जित्यो त अनि मेस्सीले आज 4 गोल हान्यो 3 गोल भ्याट्रिक हान्यो त युनिटिभी हान्नु त क्रोममा युनिटिभी युनिटिभी हान्नु त युनिटिभी YONO युनिटिभी हान्नु त
Well, definitely these two teams, Portugal and
जानेनौ
Congo,
हेर्न
are looking
जानेनौ
forward to getting
तिमीहरूले
their World Cups underway, having seen everybody else's. Of course,
सिकाइदिनु पर्छ
witnessing the hat-trick last night by Argentina, so great
सिकाइदिनु
storyline
पर्छ
there with Cristiano Ronaldo. But both these teams certainly ready to get playing here and get their World Cups underway.
सिकाइदिनु पर्छ केटा हो हैन अर्को को भाइले कसरी हेर्ने भन्दै थियो यो लिगर भाइले ओके म देखाइदिन्छु
Well, there are our match officials for this one. Abdul Rahman Al Jassim of Qatar, who took in 2 games at the last FIFA World Cup 4 years ago in his homeland, of course.
बुखरले राम्रो त बुखर यार बुखरमा हेर न हेर है भाइ हेर है यहाँ क्रोममा जाऊ हैन क्रोममा जाऊ अनि यो देखिरहेछौ यहाँ युनो टिभी भाइ यहाँ देख्दैछौ ए भाइ यहाँ देख्दैछौ देख्यौ अहिले देखियो नि युनो टिभीमा जाऊ हैन युनो टिभी सर्च हान हैन नेटै गइसक्यो कि रोक है मेरो हस्पट अफ भइसक्यो रोक है हैन युनो टिभी देख्यौ नि युनो टिभी यो यहाँ देख्छौ यो युनो टिभी हानेपछि यस्तो आउँछ हैन यो आउँछ वेबसाइट आउँछ हैन यो वेबसाइट आउँछ यो वेबसाइट आएपछि यहाँ क्लिक गर हैन यो वेबसाइटमा क्लिक गर अनि यहाँ देख्दैछौ पोर्चुगल र यो उको कङ्गोको अनि यहाँ क्लिक गर हैन यहाँ क्लिक गर अनि त्यसपछि तल झार हैन अनि यहाँ देखेछौ यो रेडमा यो अल लिंक भन्ने छ नि यो अल लिंकमा क्लिक गर यसमा क्लिक गर त्यसपछि आइसक्यो यही हो यो हैन यहाँ त्यसपछि यहाँ प्ले हान हैन ओइ रिफ्रेस हान हैन एकछिनमा आउँछ नेट अलि स्लो छ क्या अहिले त्यसपछि आउँछ यो यही हो है भाइ स्टार्ट भइसक्यो नेट अलिक स्लो भयो को छैन दाइ बुफर छैन जान्यौ केटा हो जान्यौ चलाउनु
Bruno Fernandes and Joao Neves. So
they want to keep the game in front of them like right now. They want to stay compact, and they want to frustrate Portugal, make it difficult for them.
Araujo to Bernardo Silva. And Vitinha, what a wonderful footballer he is. His work with the ball, also off it in many respects. His movement is superb and he always seems to be available.
These guys are masters at making angles for each other in a possession-based system. Everybody is technical on Portugal. Everybody can get out of tight spaces for the most part. And this is what we're going to look to today. I mean, these guys are going to have to, in Portugal, break down a team that's not going to give them a lot of space and is going to get pressure on the ball as much as possible here today. And you're seeing already where Congo is setting up here. So Portugal's going to need to make some runs in behind them at times when they can.
Here's Cancelo. Vitinha. Mendes. Neto. Well, patience very much the key early on. A big roar goes up as Ronaldo gets his first touch. Vega. Mendes. Oh, DR Congo holding firm and looking for a way out. Struggling to find one.
So imagine you have to consider trying to do this for 90 minutes. Imagine the intense focus and concentration you have to have against the quality of Portugal here. Electing to defend deep.
João Neves, Vitinha. Mendes, Neto making the run down the line. And Neto's got it back. Mendes. Fernandez. Swansea got his head on that one. And Mutasami is fouled, and that is respite for DR Congo. Who I dare say will be looking to draw inspiration from Cabo Verde's heroic performance against Spain.
Yeah, I think they got the perfect blueprint there. They could try to duplicate that. It was a very, very positive, uplifting sort of message that they saw in that game. Cabo Verde was organized in that against Spain.
Live हल्का लाइभ ब्याक गरेर हेर त भाइ मैले त्यहाँ देखाइदिएँ क्रोममा हल्का लाइभ ब्याक गरेर हेर त हल्का लाइभ ब्याक गरेर हेर त मैले त्यहाँ सिकाइदिएछु कसरी हेर्नु
of Sunderland spent the season on loan at Lens. The season just finished. Here's Ronaldo.
Well, that's a warning right there to Congo. Don't try to play too much football. Get the ball forward, direct like you have been, because at that point when that ball was lost, they were out of shape there. They recovered.
When it comes to Cancelo, Barcelona very much want to sign him permanently. Spent the second half of last season with them. Helping them to the La Liga title. And Bemba, vastly experienced centre-back. The only player actually for DR Congo to start all of their World Cup qualifiers.
He's another one of these veterans. Are going to lean on him heavily today. The captain has played at Mill, a number of different clubs in a number of different leagues. So experience.
Possession lost. Bernardo Silva. Swansea behind it.
Again, ball in a really, really bad area to lose possession.
Here is Vitinha. Third on the list for last year's Ballon d'Or. Neto, well, arguably the best left back around just now, Nuno Mendes. João Neves. Space here for Cancelo. And look at the red shirts flooding that penalty area. Congolese got away with one there. Neto. An emotional celebration, not just from Neves, but from his teammates and the fans in here.
Well, when you're going to park a team tonight, you want to get the game's first goal, and certainly the delivery here is from Neto, completely unmarked, gets in front of a defender coming from a deeper area, João Neves. Just jumping in.
गोल गरे एक गोल हानिसक्यो पोर्चुगलले एक गोल हानिसक्यो तर मेरो नेटै चलेन के एक गोल हानिसक्यो यार
In the stadium here today.
Now Johan Wissa. in the season just gone in all competitions. The undisputed number one.
A remarkable career at Porto. He's played there 246 times.
Another jam-packed day of FIFA World Cup action.
With Neves and Bruno.
This is suppose चलाएर के हो भने suppose चलाएर जस्तो लाग्यो
Yellow card Fernandez and Vitinha is amazing. They show up in lots of different areas. Lots of different places throughout the game. Makes it very hard to track them with their movement and mobility.
रोनाल्डोले हो
Yellow card brandished.
तर
He's
रोनाल्डोले
clearly saying here it's
लगमा
one foul.
परिरहेको
We don't need a yellow right now. It's one foul.
Oh, he ain't
अब
happy,
यहाँ
is
एक गोल
he?
भइसक्यो यार
Cristiano
नेटले
Ronaldo,
प्रब्लम होइन
his teammate Bernardo Silva goes in the book.
It is a good foul, and it is a straight
Good
leg,
goal,
and that's what brings the yellow out in the referee's mind. I'm okay with that.
And Andy on the receiving end of that one. Bernardo Silva, who just left Manchester
कोन
City.
लेखा हो रेड
9
Yellow.
trophy-laden years with them. Well, right on the deck for Johan Wissa. Didn't come off in the way that they planned, and Bernardo Silva looks to carry Portugal forward.
लोडे त को अरे अर्कै गरे मेरो त यार
Terrific recovery run
आइरहेको
from Johan Wissa.
त्यहाँ कनेक्ट नगर्नु नि यही हेर्नु न नेट स्लो हो के
कनेक्टै भएन यार
किन भएन
कहाँ
Feeling
भयो
the
भाइ
lead
यार
to this now.
कहाँ भयो भाइ इन्करेक्ट पासवर्ड
Now,
हुनु
where will that land? The Congo rising for it. And the flag
Passes
is
fair,
raised
isn't
by
it?
the
रेड
assistant.
कुन चाहिँ कनेक्ट भयो
अनर
You got to say it's
90
confidence
लिटर
building
होइन
response coming from the
यसको त
Congo.
गरेको छैन
You get a chance from Bakaboo.
चले
You get a
हेर्दा
good opportunity there.
14 मिनट भयो
Had
तिम्रोमा
to do something
हाम्रोमा
off the
16
corner,
मिनट
which
होइन
भइसक्यो
मेरो
turned out
अलिकति
well.
अड्केर
Wissa
उ
really
भएको
made
कममा
a
अब
tremendous
त्यो
play
खोला
there,
नि त
showing
नि
some
मलाई
recoverability because
कुन
corners are a
यो
great
अडिसन
opportunity
यसको
to
खोलिराखेको
transition the other
अनरको
way. It looked like
होइन
Portugal was off and
रेडमीको
running.
त्यहाँ रेडमीको झन् यस्तो भयो तिनजनाहरू ए यस्तो यस्तो हुन्छ फेल फेल हुन्छ
चलेन कि त्यही भएर क्या यास प्लस चलिरहेको हेर्नु
अनरको चाहिँ किन चढाएन
घरको त पासवर्ड चेन्ज गरेको क्या त्यो अर्कै धेरै रहेछ यहाँ ल्यापटपमा स्क्यान गर्न मिल्दैन नि त
Vitinha.
यस्तो हेरेको तिमी यो मोबाइल नै ठिक छैन
अहिले सबजनाले म्याच हेरेर होला त्यो भएर काम गरेन नेटले यत्रो धेरै खाली भइसक्यो यहाँ हेर्नु न
World Cup lasted just
त्यो हाम्रो
41
गरिरहेको
minutes
छ
due to a
नि
thigh
मोबाइल
injury.
आउँछ
ल्यापटपले अलिक गाह्रो
Left the
पर्छ
pitch in
नि
tears against Uruguay.
17 मिनट हुन लाग्छ तिम्रो 15 मिनट भयो
But Roberto
यो जति
Martinez
अड्क्यो त्यति
saying
ढिलो हुँदै जाने हो नि
he's as close to the perfect footballer as you can get, Nuno Mendes.
High praise. It is remarkable the talent that's assembled remember Roberto Martinez in Portugal and how good this team is on the ball, the type of belief and the type of football they play. It's pretty clear. And it basically had hushed the building right now and seduced some quietness here.
Here's the goal scorer, João Neves. Neto. Getting it back from Ronaldo. Those who combine once more and again.
It's just tremendous play from Ronaldo to provide an angle, to play into your forward, lays it off beautifully, leads to real danger.
Vitinha. Cancelo providing the width. That's not a bad looking cross. Ronaldo was getting ready, wasn't he, for the bicycle attempt there. Cancelo struggling with the bounce of the ball. And Wissa has it for the Congolese. Here is Mukau. Very exciting prospect, by the way. Galeal Mukau. His club football for Lille. Just his 15th cap today. Massoak. Who stopped in his tracks by Cancelo. Works out to the left for Nuno Mendes. Fernandes. Scooped over the top, Mendes and continued the run, a lovely first touch, he's through, and it's battered away by Empathy. Now Bruno Fernandes, right across the face of goal, and Bernardo Silva on the stretch, couldn't quite reach it.
Look at this run, comes about 10 yards deep on the last line of defense of Congo. Absolutely exceptional. That's the type of run they needed at that point. Because there was space succeeded from behind, and you really got to give Nuno Mendes real credit here for seeing this. And you could just see him take off, and you knew he was on. But to make those vertical runs and recognize those opportunities is key.
Flattered clear by Empathy. Portugal in front then. They've lost one of 20 World Cup matches when scoring first. They were beaten by the Korea Republic in 2022. They scored in the 5th minute that day as well. Araujo of Benfica, to Vitinha of Paris Saint-Germain, and now his clubmate Nuno Mendes.
Mendes can do it in a lot of ways. He can surprise you like we saw with that run, but he's also exceptional. He's an elite dribbler. He can break people down off the dribble as well. Just an incredible left back that can go box to box.
Congo just have to try and stay in the game, don't they? Don't let this get away from them too much, because goal difference and the final reckoning when it comes to sorting out the knockout places could be so important.
And they got to stay within striking distance today here. And they've settled into that back five again. They've got a line of 5.
मेरो त अड्केर भाइ यार भर्खर 20 मिनेट हुँदैछ 20 मिनेट हुँदैछ भर्खर अड्क्यो
Mendes playing it round the corner for Neto to go after. Well defended by Mbemba.
Mbemba does beautiful there, just gets his body in between him. Read the play beautifully, provide the cover laterally. That was an experienced defensive move there from a very experienced player.
Pushed him high by Musa Sani. Wissa showing interest. dealt with comfortably enough by Renato Vega.
You can't turn your antennas off when this is around, because he's just a guy that if he picks a ball up, some really, really good things can happen. He can see somebody very quickly. He can do it on his own. He can create his own chance. So he obviously is, they're going to get back in this game. I bet my money that he would be involved in it.
Bruno Fernandes. João Neves. Vitinha. Ronaldo.
I don't know how to.
There's DR Congo just trying to stay with those red shirts. João Neves. Neto. Fernandes.
This is fine from the Congo. They're keeping the game in front of them. As they get near the ball, so you got to get a little bit more pressure on the ball. You got to be careful, because every one of these players are capable of chance creation for Portugal. Let's see, Ronaldo's coming out of the middle now to be a part of the build at times, but then gets himself right back in the middle where he knows the ball's ultimately going to come.
I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But there is a possibility that Portugal will face Argentina in the quarterfinals, and we know what that means. Ronaldo against Messi at the World Cup for the first time. Work to do before then, of course. But Lionel Messi has certainly put down a marker with a fine performance last night, grabbing that hat-trick to go level on World Cup goals with Miroslav Klose. Record that will surely be broken at this tournament. Possibly by Messi or even Kylian Mbappe. Cristiano Ronaldo has got to go some, though, to break it himself, but there are several records he could still break during this tournament. Bruno Fernandes, pounced on by Mbemba, and Bukayo looking to play it forward, but was quickly closed down. And we've hit the hydration break here, with Portugal leading by a goal to 0. João Neves with the only goal of the game so far.
Moment, so I think it's great for the overall game here that we've gotten an early goal, because it will lead to a little bit more openness.
Well, Portugal scoring with their only effort on target so far. And you will see on the wrists of the Portuguese players a wristband that has the names of the members of the squad upon it, and a certain Diogo Jota as well, which is a lovely tribute. They were given those wristbands to wear ahead of this FIFA World Cup. He may be gone, but he's certainly not forgotten Diogo Jota, neither his brother Andre as well.
Just shocked the whole sporting world. You know, these are the moments that I think we all realize that, you know, the game's important for sure, but there are more important things in life. And yeah, that was a hard one because, you know, you watch these players, you know they have families, and it ends up being highly emotional and just truly tragic. Very interesting to see Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes having a real heavy discussion here during this hydration break. And these are real opportunities for players. You look at them, they're branching off, they're talking to each other about subtle things maybe that are going on in the game or things that they may like to see.
Well, both groups of players in a huddle at the moment. Roberto Martinez in very animated, and had to face questions about his long-term future as Portuguese head coach yesterday, but he wasn't getting involved in it. His contract does run out after this tournament finishes. Quite rightly, he said, look, we're just focusing right now 100% on this FIFA World Cup.
I just had a flashback to his time at Wigan.
Yeah. Yeah, winning the FA Cup, of course, beating Manchester City. DR Congo throw-in to be taken by Aaron Wan-Bissaka of West Ham. Bukaw. Back to Costa.
If this game was 0-0, you wouldn't see the Congo pushing this high at this stage. But since they've conceded the goal, they've decided to open themselves up a little bit. They're not waiting. They do need to make sure that they stay within a goal here by getting into the locker room, because if they're down a pair of goals, essentially going to say they got to get the game's next goal. And they like to try to win games 1-0. It's a bit of a different game for them now with that very, very important first goal from João Neves of Portugal.
Well, they were defensively compact in qualifying. DR Congo conceding just 6 goals along the way, but here come Portugal, and that is a vital interception from Mbemba. Neto looking to square for Ronaldo, and Mbemba in just the right place.
And Neto's continuing to be very, very dangerous down the left side. You're going to see this timed run. Is he onside? I think he is. I think the left back might have kept him onside. And this is the type of ball Ronaldo's looking for, although he was marked pretty well on that. They had a player in front of him, a player behind him.
Corner work short. Mendes. Vitinha. Mendes will scoop one in there. Harshly away by Bukaw. Gathered by Mendes once more. 6 red shirts waiting inside that Congolese penalty area. Vitinha. Araujo. Cancelo, wicked ball. What a pace on that.
Boy, Ronaldo made a great run. You watch him just walking around the penalty area, observing things, sees it get wide, and Ronaldo was on. But it's fascinating to just watch him around the penalty areas, trying to get in between defenders. He's got one in front, one back. There's the legendary Pepe, which I guess Ronaldo now at his age has broken Pepe's record.
And I'm sure Pepe will be very pleased about that as well.
Yeah.
What a player he was, by the way. What a player.
Absolute warrior.
You would not mess with him. Well, look at the passes completed so far. Feels like more than 275, if I'm honest.
It's not a surprise.
Here's Wissa. The Congolese looking for an opening. Mukau. Kayembe waiting on the edge of the box. Wan-Bissaka joining in and delivering. Cleared by Cancelo. On a sloppy touch, Mbemba puts Portugal back on the ball. Fernandez hacking it wide, and Neto not able to keep that one in play.
So the Congo on 3 or 4 occasions have lost possessions in bad areas and have been very, very fortunate that Portugal has not taken advantage of them.
क्रोमबाट हो कि भाइ क्रोमबाट
Half an hour gone.
प्लेयर भाइ क्रोमबाट हेरे हो
Portugal 1, DR Congo 0.
युनिटी
Good
टिभी
Straight onto the forehead of Nuno Mendes. He was looking for Wan-Bissaka.
And I think you're going to see Wan-Bissaka now selectively try to go forward once in a while to pose a problem and a question to Portugal.
Wissa, a piece of Renato Vega there.
The calf, seemingly the body part of de jour right now, I think.
Lionel Messi involved in a challenge last night, which is been quite a topic of discussion.
Bernardo Silva just went down here.
Oh, Neto holding his throat. And the yellow card is out, as you can see.
My apologies.
Yellow card for the captain.
They're both going up. Yeah, his arm catches Neto. I mean, it's difficult. You need your arms to jump. There's no question for balancing to get off the ground. You can't jump with your hands at your side. So I do feel a little bit for Chancel and Mbemba picking up a yellow here.
Certainly no malice in the challenge, not at all.
That's very tough on him because now as a defender, you got to play the game differently carrying a yellow.
Mendes with a free kick, and Mbemba is the one to clear it. Galeal Mukau now.
I think you got to put a circle around that yellow card because Portugal's going to know it. They're going to try to take him on, get him in a position to concede another foul.
Kapadi to Wissa. Lovely take on the turn there. Wissa from distance. That was Kayembe, wasn't it?
Great run. Great turn. He was a skill master there. He got you even thinking it was Wissa. Absolutely gorgeous turn.
Congolese trying to press and squeeze. Portugal unflappable.
And they switch the point of attack nicely here to relieve the pressure. And now it means the Congo's got to trot all the way to the other side of the field in relation where the ball is and get themselves organized. So that switching a play is going to be something vital here tonight. Maybe siphon some of the energy. We have the legs of the Congolese.
World is square off.
Look at that.
Hello, Omar Whitey. Portugal will win. Portugal will win. Portugal. Net पनि के खालको नेट पनि यार.
1 Yeah, there's not a real sense of urgency, I don't think, from Portugal. I think we saw this against Germany in the first half. Against Curacao. Curacao hung around in that game in the first half, got their first ever goal at a World Cup. There are some similarities to that game.
Oh, I don't know. So, I need to talk about it.
Right now.
Germany were more penetrative, weren't they, in the final third? Let's be honest, the amount
they
of
were-
opportunities they
Yeah,
had.
they were definitely more aggressive.
Pirano. एक बराबर भएछ त यार एक बराबर भयो यार हेलो म्याच हेर्नको भयो यार नेटै चल्दैन म्याच हेर्नको भयो यार नेटै एक बराबर भइसक्यो अनि
A few questions. Houston has seen some historic moments in its time, but we've seen 2-2 games here. Curacao, which will forever be
2 दिन पछाडि हुन्छ नि
remembered.
गिभे 2 दिन पछाडि गिभे हुँदैछ 2 दिन पछाडि गिभे हुँदैछ क्या हो र
Houston has seen some historic moments in its time, but we've seen 2-2 games here. Curacao, which will forever be remembered. Not just by Curaçaoans, but people across the world will certainly remember it. And now we've seen DR Congo score their first ever World Cup finals as well.
I had to put my hand on your shoulder.
नेट नचलेर बस्दै भयो
Not just by Curaçaoans, but people across the world will certainly remember it. And now we've seen DR Congo score their first.
तिमीहरू म्याचमै आउँदैन
To make sure you didn't tumble down into the next section, because it really was a spectacular moment. And this World Cup is about moments. Let's face it.
के आइरा हो यो ल
कता कता के भइरहेको छ
भाइलाई जस्तो आइरहेको छ खै के आयो यार अहिले रिप्ले दिइरहेको हो र अहिले रिप्ले दिइरहेको हो र त्यो एउटै मात्रै दोहोरिरहेको छ ब्रेक भएर हो कि के हो कति आइरहेको यो रिप्ले मात्र हेडसट हो र हान्दिरहेछ नि त जाने हाफ भएको रहेछ क्या
चल्यो
हाफ भएको रहेछ क्या अघि
Well, here in Houston, it is Portugal 1, DR Congo 1. Cristiano Ronaldo in deep conversation with Vitinha. He doesn't look happy at the moment, but he will do his best to try and rattle a few cages, because he knows that this is his last shot at winning the FIFA World Cup.
Well, if there's anybody who could ever motivate Portugal right now, it is Cristiano Ronaldo, demanding player. We all know that. This is such an important World Cup for him personally as well. I mean, I'm just completely stunned how unmarked Johan Visa was here. He was clearly onside. I mean, that's as clear a header as you're going to get. And to see that from Portugal might be a bit of a sign of a soft underbelly here, defending set pieces and crosses.
Shades of Ronaldo there, the way that Wissa managed to hang in the air. Fabulous leap, and the 2 goals have probably come from the 2 smallest men on the pitch.
And one of the things you go to right now is no Ruben Diaz for Portugal.
Yeah, big miss. Not fully fit for this game. Got a knock in a pre-tournament friendly. But Roberto Martinez says he shouldn't be too far away. He's among the subs today, incidentally, but I don't think they'll risk him. But Johan Wissa smiling from ear to ear as he makes his way back out here. His 9th goal for his country, and one to remember for his country. And we are surrounded here by Congolese fans who've been dancing around, waving their flags at half-time, even catching a word with you as well, Glenn Davis.
Yeah, we had a nice little conversation with the Congo fans. Now here comes a live wire. So this is an energy move here by Roberto Martinez. Very technical. Conceição will come on, the son of the legendary Sergio Conceição. So we're going to get a look at him and see if he can kind of bring a little energy and a little verve to Portugal here to get the second half underway.
Bernardo Silva has made way for him. It's on a yellow card, Bernardo Silva, but Roberto Martinez obviously feels he needs a bit more attacking thrust. Although a little overkeen to get the second half underway, but we are good to go. Your Congo dressed all in blue, kicking from left to right in this second half. But the man who's just come on, incidentally, as Glenn mentioned, son of the legendary Portuguese winger Sergio, who actually gave him his debut at Porto, but described by Roberto Martinez as their chaos creator.
He's a live wire. He takes people on. He's going to pick a ball up. He's going to look to get the goal. The interesting thing for me now is, what does the Congo do? Do they settle back into their original tactical plan of defending deep? Or, do they continue with the confidence of playing a little higher up the field? I think we'll be able to figure that out here in a couple of minutes. Right now they're settling back into their 5 across the back. You don't want to lose that attitude that got you back in the game either.
Mendes. Conceição.
Been a lot of side-to-side for Portugal. They haven't had the penetrating thrust either off the dribble or via the pass or via people making runs in behind. And they had opportunities, I think, to make more vertical movement from players looking for a ball in the first half.
1966, Portugal's best performance at a World Cup. Lost in the semi-finals to tournament hosts and eventual winners England at Wembley. Great Eusebio, very much part of that Portuguese team. 9 goals he got in that tournament. And they've only been back to the semi-finals once since then, and that was back in 2006 when they lost to France. Wan-Bissaka, Mutasami, Mbemba. Wissa coming short for him. Bukau, nicely done. Wan-Bissaka, and his touch was the last one. Goal kick Portugal.
It went off the inside of his left thigh. It was a nice way to start the second half, earning that corner and continuing on from the first half.
Forward ball from Renato Vega sets Neto on his way.
Ronaldo कहाँ पुग्यो?
Lovely delivery.
There's some contact at the back post. That's what the fans are shouting about. Because getting in there and ghosting into that back stick, it's conceição. So, to your point, he's a live wire. He's already making things happen. He's gotten to the back post here on this delivery. Takes a little contact. It's not enough.
Penalty दिन्छ कि
But he gets himself in a good position. And that energy is what Roberto Martinez hopes will run through some of the other players here to lift the tempo up for Portugal.
Suaku. With his throw, it was his cross that was headed home by Johan Wissa. So, Sunderland and Newcastle combining for the levelling goal here. The DR Congo. Uj in Poland. Moved for a record-breaking fee as well from Legia Warsaw earlier in the year. €3 million, a record fee between two Polish clubs there. This is Kayambe of Watford in England's second tier. Wan-Bissaka of West Ham, who will also be in England's second tier next season following relegation from the Premier League. Bakambu! Costa with the save. Flag is up now, but Costa pressed into service from the strike from Bakambu.
Well, this is an opportunity that reminds you that Bakambu is dangerous and he gets turned. Does not have much of a shooting angle here. Slightly offside. Still gets the shot off. Be able to pull it from that angle towards the far post and force that type of a save out of Costa. Spectacular. We said it fairly clearly before this game, and everybody knows it. Cedric Bakambu and Johan Wissa are the two real danger men for Congo.
Renato Vega, son of the former Cabo Verde international Nelson Vega. I'm sure he was thrilled to see Cabo Verde's display the other day, holding Spain to a goalless draw. A magnificent defensive performance, and in particular a stellar display from their goalkeeper Jorginho, who is now a worldwide phenomenon on social media after his performance.
I think there's real angst in here right now in this stadium with the Portuguese fans. They've been quieted here. They see a team that's not providing the energy that they thought they would see in an opener of a World Cup.
Yeah, well, taking too long over the goal kick, so a corner is given to Portugal as a result. Not seen this too often in this World Cup. It is one of the new rules.
Love it. I think it's a great rule to speed the game up. You're giving them a corner, which goals are scored off corner. Tons of goals. So it's a pretty harsh penalty for not getting that ball back in play. This is a moment you put a circle around.
Conceição has surrendered the duty of taking this corner kick to Bruno Fernandes.
Ronaldo's at the back post, he's hitting the 6.
Flat it goes towards Ronaldo.
They read it though. They must know this set piece because they were there. It's at the back post, curls towards the penalty spot, they hit it on the floor to him.
Coutinho. Offside South faced by Masuaku. Coutinho to send it in high towards Ronaldo. Good defensive header that from Wan-Bissaka. Ronaldo on to Nuno Mendes, flashed across, and another vital touch to steer it out of harm's way. It was Twanzebe. Makombu looking to ruffle a few feathers at the other end, but with Diogo Costa, wasn't just reached Bruno Fernandes before Wissa could even think about getting on it.
Wonderful ball from Ronaldo on that last attack. This is the type of run they need a little bit more of on occasion. And of course it comes again from Nuno Mendes. Watch this from Ronaldo. This quick turn, the weight of that pass is absolutely perfect. So that a streaking Mendes can play it first time. And again, Congo cut the cross out. Very responsible and focused defending.
Portugal play much more vertically now in this second half. That levelling goal in first half stoppage time has forced them to do so as they look to reassert their authority on the contest.
Well, you and I saw the passing numbers, so when you see those numbers,
Coutinho, Cancelo, Fernandes. Great ball in.
Flag
is up, it will not count. Joao Cancelo with the acrobatics. It would have been a peach, but the assistant's flag goes up.
Offside
not sure.
कस्तो दामी
Well,
हान्यो 22 ले कि 20 ले
the
हान्छ
second ball, so the correct call.
अफसाइड भएछ है
Meanwhile, Mukau,
कस्तो
Makombu,
दामी हान्दै थेत
everyone wearing a blue shirt rising to their feet, and they've got a corner.
भएन के कस्तो दामी
Right down the field
हान्दै
they go, earn another corner here. I think the Congo has grown a few inches here, getting that equalizing goal.
स्किल चाहिँ डेन्जर रहेछ कस्तो अफसाइड हो भने
I wish you could see the
अफसाइड
scenes
हो
around
र
us.
के अफसाइड हो के हो
Brilliant. Surrounded by Congolese fans here.
The vein of blue that runs around the curvature behind the goal that just kind of threads in and out of the red shirts of Portugal.
Masuaku's corner, headed up by Vega. Wan-Bissaka and Bemba. And he put it into an area where the blue shirts weren't. Mukau.
कस्तो दामी हान्दै
Oh, good ball inside. Not a great
Lands,
first
what's the
touchdown
line
from
there?
Kayembe.
Ooh.
The Cambu slaps the post. I think the referee has blown up for a foul just prior.
चान्स पनि धेरै पाए
So a Portuguese free kick.
Again, nervy moments
गोलमा
here
हान्यो नि त
for Portugal, who are sloppy in front of their own goal here. And it's leading to chances. Bruno got nudged off this one in a big way by Makombu, showing his power and strength, and then he goes off the post. But that's chaos in the box
रोनाल्डो जस्तै हान्दियो के त्यसले त
of
अघि त
Portugal. They're rattled.
Well, Kaliel Mukau has been withdrawn, and Noah Siddiqui, who's just come off the back of an excellent season with Sunderland in the Premier League, is now on. It's on a knife edge at the moment.
I think most of the Portuguese fans in this building thought after getting that early goal from Joao Neves in the 15th that this could be something that could go in a different direction real fast, positively, but that has not happened. It has been a spectacular response from the Congo.
Here is Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Nuno Mendes, by the way, is still down. He was fouled by Wan-Bissaka. Portugal took the free kick quickly, and still play goes on, and Mendes still down. Well, Neto has pulled the ball out so that Nuno Mendes can receive some treatment. See it here, look.
Maybe a knee there from Wan-Bissaka. Don't know, but it's obvious he's in some sort of pain.
I didn't see anything too sinister there. Well, this was the Cancelo attempt a few moments ago. The overhead kick. And the technology showing us that he was offside.
And remember, it came off the touch of a teammate. And he was in an obvious offside position.
Mendes seems to be okay now. Cancelo looking to get Conceição in behind. Ronaldo's making his move. Corner.
Well, that's why you brought Conceição on. You're going to get more vertical runs from him. Gets on the ball. He's very, very tricky. He's earning your corners. He's bringing some energy, and that type of run is one that has to be, again, recognized again. They got to turn the Congolese defense a little bit towards their own goal and get them a bit scattered and out of their shape as a team. He's always a danger on the corner, Cristiano Ronaldo, but it's been a frustrating day for him so far, 60 minutes in.
Mendes to deliver. Bumped away. Back in from Cancelo. The ball did go out before Mendes attempted to keep it in. Oh, this is not going the way that many thought it might. And perhaps further evidence that the smaller nations, so to speak, are closing the gap on the bigger ones.
Well, it's amazing how many people you could talk to heading into this game today here that were totally dismissing the Congo, which really is, you can't do that. You can't do it. Roberto Martinez wasn't. I don't think his players are. People see a ranking of 45, make a judgment. They realize that they got in after beating Jamaica in the Intercontinental Playoff, so their judgment then is aired because it's a very, very difficult team to play against. They've shown tactical discipline here today, which has been impressive.
This is Wissa. Very much is the jewel in their crown. Johan Wissa. They've got themselves a throw deep inside Portuguese territory. Noah Sadiki is the player who has got it for them.
Well, there's a nice tribute right there.
Very much so. Diogo Jota, very much at the forefront of everyone's minds here. Comes that throw, helped on by Bakombu. Kabwadi's header. Diego Costa let him run behind, but Bakombu have shown us on several occasions that he can be a real handful.
Well, we all know that the long throw-in has made its return here in the last couple of years, and you even got the Congo doing it. In times past, people would say, "Well, you want to keep possession off of throwing." Well, now it's a direct opportunity to score goals. And most everybody has somebody with a long throw now, including the Congo.
Portugal with one win in their last
Team
four
World
opening
World.
World Cup matches. That only success, that 3-2 victory against Ghana 4 years ago. Were held by Cote d'Ivoire in 2010. Lost 4-0 against Germany in 2014. And that 3-3 draw with Spain at the last edition. And they are being held here in Houston, Texas.
So now this time, you got the run from Pedro Neto, the same one that Conceição did on the other side of the field. So Portugal's trying to clip balls towards the corner flag and get some of their wide men into the final third.
I'm sure was expecting to be a busy man today. Has had a relatively stress-free afternoon so far, the Congolese goalkeeper. João Neves is the one that beat him early doors with that header. Aside from that, he's not much to do, has he?
No, not a lot. And I asked the question at the beginning of the half, what type of tactics would Congo and Sebastian de Saba do? And they're back to what they were starting the game with, 5 across the back, then a line of 3 generally, and then sitting higher as Bakambu, and underneath him is Visa. Visa comes back and helps defensively, but where we're at.
That's the quality to sweep that one.
Not what you would expect, and I think you also got to give some credit to Congo.
Fernandez. Out by Twansabi. And they'll build again here with Cancelo. Conceição. Vitinha. Conceição. Knocked away by Mbemba.
Good.
Here's Mendes. Sammy. Kayembe between them looking to reclaim possession. The referee says foul, Portugal free kick.
They were both off and running. They were just ready to take off. They had Bakambu in front of them.
That's a decent ball, but a pass is there. And a quick release to try and get Bakambu on his bike. Conceição. Vitinha, Conceição went flying off the ball there as he released it. Neto. Get back from Fernandez. Neto. Has he caught? The referee no more than a few yards away. The Portuguese bench up in arms. Now the referee has to intervene. Hello, Kayembe. In the heat of battle down there. And tempers just beginning to fray a little.
These players need to back off this referee. You saw the fourth official come kind of stand between the bench.
Well, this was the one they were upset about, the Portuguese.
Yep.
It's getting a little fractious down there. Kayembe was the one eventually penalised. Portugal do have themselves a free kick.
Didn't get the first one, got the second one.
Yep.
The DR Congo really has settled back, take their chances in transition and not be afraid to get out of here with a 1-1 draw. I know I'm saying that early in the 68th minute, but I do think that has crept into their thinking, and whether that's right or wrong, we're going to find out. If you concede too much of the ball, you allow another team to gain a lot of confidence through passing.
Oh, that's nice. Conceição could be in. Ronaldo could be in. And he screws up at wide. Golden chance there.
He is not a happy man, but boy, do they carve out big space here with Conceição. And they're going to their target man. It's going to be hard for him to get this on target, though. It's a little bit behind him. He's got a defender on him who's beyond the post. So it may look like a big chance, but in my opinion, it isn't.
So we've hit the hydration break here, and it's 1-1 between Portugal and DR Congo.
Break भइसक्यो hydration. बस्न भाइ बस्छ म्याच सकाउँ हो म्याच सकाउँ म्याच चलो
Great point for DR Congo to kick off with at these finals. Happy birthday, sir. Ain't buying you a drink though. Well, Portugal have now completed more passes in the FIFA World Cup match than they ever have done before. 611 to this point. Compared to 567 against Morocco at the last edition, when of course they were knocked out. And we've seen changes here. Rafael Leao and Nelson Semedo have been introduced. Pedro Neto and Nuno Mendes, the two withdrawn.
Well, those are players that are progressive. They're attacking players. They're going to want to try and help turn the momentum.
Okay.
This game along with Conceição. Conceição did his best. He's had a couple of moments here.
Here's Rafael Leao. Again, the changes just show, don't they, the strength and depth that Portugal have.
भाइ त ल एकछिन वेट गर न वेट गर्नुपर्छ है
Araujo. Semedo.
पोर्चुगलले
हाँसो जस्तो लागिरहेको
हाइड्रेसन ब्रेक भएर सुरु भइसक्यो होइन अब रोनाल्डोलाई निकाल्छ नि त
Closely over there by Johan Wissa. Semedo into Fernandez. Can't say south. Pull back. Ronaldo can't convert.
जति गरे नि हान्छ
Again, they break them down beautifully. This is the Portugal we know here. Comes central first time ball, threaded through the eye of a needle. And Ronaldo comes charging in here. But can't get it on target now. I will say this. In the two friendlies leading up to this, Cristiano Ronaldo did not look sharp in the penalty area. Not look sharp striking the ball. And again, be fair to him, he's being besieged by defenders here. And he's having a hard time getting a clean look at goal. And DR Congo are going to make some changes here as well. Edo Kayembe is going on. Is coming on. And Joris Kayembe into the action as well. Onto Masuaku, who crossed for the Wissa goal. There he is. His way back to the bench.
Oh, what a piece of delivery it was. And he picked out a wide open Wissa.
Good lead there from Mbemba. The combo. Saka stretching. Too much on it for Utasami. Here come Portugal with Bruno Fernandes. Oh, there's a gap there. He's found him too. But João Neves couldn't drop it.
Just sloppy possession. Saka did all the hard work. Counters on here.
Sloppy from Vega, and that was vital from Araujo because Bakambu would have been through on goal.
अघि रोनाल्डोले त्यो बल नगरेर यो 26 नम्बरलाई कतिखेर हालेछ
कति मजाले दिगारा हेरि हान्नु त
Great over there by Kayembe.
कसलाई
Great defending by
रोनाल्डोलाई
Kayembe to
कहाँ
turn
त्यो
away
ठाउँ बल
from
एकचोटि त
the
पुगेको थियो अघि त्यही पनि
दुई चोटि
Ball
गइसक्यो
inside, the door can be opened now.
तर हुनु त मान्छे
Coutinho.
18
Very
अघि त्यो रोनाल्डोले छोड्दै भए त्यो बुर्नो फर्नान्डेज थियो त्यो ट्याक्कै गोल हुन्थ्यो यार सही ठाउँमै बसिरहेको थियो कि त्यो भने भन् त ट्याक्कै अलिकति उ गरेर
Justin Nakapwadi clears for touch for DR Congo.
First time we've seen Coutinho
मैले
get
बुर्नो
higher into the
फर्नान्डेजलाई निकाल्न
attack here. It shows
सक्दैन अब रोनाल्डोलाई निकाल्न सक्दैन त्यो जा फ्लिक्स भन्ने
on the edge of
कति
our
नम्बरको
seats because
रिप्लेसमा
we're
आउनु
not sure.
सकेको थियो रोनाल्डोलाई निकाल्दै हुन्छ क्या
So Ronaldo has come towards the penalty spot on all this delivery. Let's see what he does on this ensuing quarter.
Straight into the gloves, and then Passy it goes, and the break could be on. Led by Bakambu. Will they fashion something here? This is Sadiki.
हानेन भने 15 मिनेट प्लस हुन्छ हैन फेरि हुँदैन
Quite a cross. Oh, put over the top by Bakambu.
पेनल्टी हान्ने
ग्रुप स्टेज म्याच हो नि त अङ्क बाँड्छ कि यसमा
ए
Well, he's
बराबर
done his
हुन्छ
utmost to try and get a goal today.
जित्यो नि टिम
So this is a transition play. This is the back end
ग्रुप
of it.
स्टेजमा
Never going to
नकआउटमा गएपछि 32 मा गएपछि त्यस्तो
be on target. His hips aren't even facing the goal. Uses the inside of his foot. It's a transitional moment that probably deserved the better endings.
मेसीकै बबल भएको
Conceição.
यहाँ के देखिरह
13 minutes or so at
यस्तो
the
गरी
19th
देखिरह
left.
होइन यो नेट नचलेर
होइन यसमा अर्कै छ त्यसमा अर्कै छ यसमा पुरै हाल्दैछ
त्यही त नेट नचलेर
Brought down beautifully by Conceição. And DR Congo
यो पनि आयो
defending
त फेरि अहिले
manfully back there.
जगल्टी थिएन अघि
We know that they can carry a threat
के
on the
गर्यो
transition.
26 नम्बर लगाएर त्यो जगल्टी लाले
Tremendous hold-up play there to draw this free kick because
17 नम्बर लाइन
Wan-Bissaka looked up. He had nothing in front of him. And that's part of the problem sometimes in transition. If you don't have somebody high up the field, then
नाना त मान्छे तर त्यो छिराउनु
did not
सक्दैन
make the run forward, got it to his feet and drew the foul to get
यस्तो
him out
गरेर
of
त
trouble.
के यसले पब्लिक छ रे
कुनबाट होला
If it stays this way, it would be 3
Euro?
draws from 5 matches for African
यो
sides
देखाउन
against
गेम कसरी
European opposition
देखाउनु
at this World Cup. Cabo Verde, of course, that we've mentioned before, their draw with Spain, Egypt,
यो कतिजना 3 जनाले हेरेछन् न
and this would be a real feather in the cap if DR Congo got a point from this.
सबै गोलको हेरेर हाल्नु न
Who knows, maybe even better still. Plenty of time for them to sneak in front here.
रेमनले छिटै
Getting into the part of the game where every single pass now becomes even more magnified.
अहिले यस्तो गरेर देखिन्छ होला
Every decision. Salah's had a drops at the feet of Siddiqui,
खान्छ है
and it's put right over the top of Congo.
खायो भने चाहिँ हान्छ फेरि नत्र अब तात्तिकै छैन
Fernandez.
दामी
Conceição has made a real
रोनाल्डो कहाँ छ
difference
रोनाल्डो
in this second period to Portugal's attacking play, and he's taken out by Capuani. Such a slippery
तर
customer,
यस्तोमा
isn't he?
त्यो
Yeah,
के
you've made a
घेराको
good
ल
point.
हाततिर
He really has. He's been the one guy who's really more than anybody tried to lift the
तिनीहरूको
urgency.
कहाँ ताकेर हान्नु
This is not a good
अनि
moment here
जसरी
because
पेनल्टी
you can't get pressure on the ball. Your line is high. He's in behind, and when he's isolated one-on-one like this, he's, like you said, slippery, dangerous. It changed direction, puts a defender in a really, really tough place.
त्यसले होइन हानेको
Tough way
खतरा
to,
टाइप हान्यो
and I guess we must have had an offside.
एउटा बाइसाइकल पनि हानेको थियो अरे
त्यही त भने अफसाइड भएछ
Free kick.
के 26 नम्बरको पासमा
फ्री किक गइसक्यो फ्री किक भइसक्यो
होइन उल्टो चाहिँ अफसाइड दियो कि
ए
मेरो थाहा नै
Scored by Twanzebe.
80 मिनेट भइसक्यो
Saved with Bakambu against Cristiano Ronaldo today. He's had better chances.
अहिले नयाँ नयाँ टिम चाहिँ राम्रो राम्रो राख्यो कि हो
गोल सोल हान्नु छैन फेरि गेम माइन त्यसलाई मात्र फोकस
Harry
गरेर
Twanzebe.
रोनाल्डोलाई होइन निकाल्छ अब निकाल्न पर्ने हो यार मानेलाई यार
Is it that top part of the
अब
pitch
नि
that would concern
85
you?
मिनटसम्म निकाल्छ होला है त्यसलाई
Portugal supporter at the moment. The midfield is
Miguel.
superb. Defence is not too
अब
shabby
त
either.
जातले छ नि राम्रो प्लेयर हो कि त्यो
They
अल्मा
have enough
खेल्छ
forward punch.
Yeah, they have it. I think the midfield has done well in maintaining possession, but carve out more opportunities. Better chance creation, I think, has been a problem.
Cancelo. Up by Twanzebe. Utasami will steal it back. Johan Wissa giving chase. Renato Vega looking like the favourite to get there. To get there he did, but there's a quick throw on here for Kombu.
अब त कति मिनेट छ र 9 मिनेट
Siddiqui. Kayembe.
खान्छ कि के हो
Oh, the cross needed to be better.
Oh, final ball missing there.
तर पढै रहेछ त अब
Now
टिम
quickly, you got to see DR Congo get back behind the ball. I think they seem a little bit more alive than Portugal here. Portugal's got to make a play. Ronaldo's just come deep to get it.
Conceição. Semedo. Neves.
तो रन्नीमा सिक्ने भएर न ক্যাচ প্লাস চলবে না
Put yourself between the ball and an attacking player, and you force the foul.
Senior. He is off.
So the first thing I think of him going off, Paul, is long season, UEFA Champions League, right? PSG. There are players coming into this tournament that are fatigued.
Well,
Not an excuse, but I do think you have to put in context the fact that some players have longer, more arduous seasons maybe than others.
Solo Ramos now with us, and he is a lethal finisher. He is mostly used from the bench for club and country. And he is a master of scoring late goals. Cristiano Ronaldo now has some additional help at the sharp end of the field as Bakambu looks to make use of this. A swing and a miss from him. Plug was up anyhow. Portugal in possession, so the referee more than happy for him to continue. Portugal in possession, so the referee more than happy for it to continue. Leao losing out. Wan-Bissaka, great challenge.
Just a beautiful hooking tackle. Saka's been
Lulu will take up that position. So Wan-Bissaka has left. I think Portugal will be glad to see the back of this man, to be fair. Cedric Bakambu's put a real shift in. He was replaced by Simon.
Yeah, he has. And look, he hasn't been a prolific goal scorer, but he's been a threat the whole game. Career-wise, I think Bakambu scored some timely, important goals. But he was a thorn in the side of Portugal today here, and they had to honor his vertical pace and ability to get behind his defense.
João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. Leao. João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. Leao.
Ronaldo fifty political. I know. Camera in some ass. नहीं तेरे में तो देहल चलना है बॉल फिर तीसरे में तो फाल गया और ले आने नहीं है
That's kind of epitomized part of the day here for Portugal.
Cancelo now operating. Fernandes. Got down wonderfully by Leao. Not short of options in the middle, but the Congo seem to have everyone marked in there. And it's cleared anyway.
Bruno Fernandes, you mentioned, I don't think has had the impact on the game today that Roberto Martinez would have wanted. That said, it only Bruno Fernandes, who you mentioned, I don't think has had the impact on the game today that Roberto Martinez would have wanted. That said, it only takes one.
Now, Cancelo. Empathy drops on it.
Ronaldo ghosting into the back post. If that's not clean handling, you're in trouble.
And Western leading the surge going the other way. There's a card shown to Nelson Semedo.
Lisa has been spectacular today. The amount of running and the workload that he's put in, not to mention just a wonderful towering snapped header to equalize on the stroke of halftime.
To Sammy. Kabadi. Kayembe. Wissa.
फाइनल मात्रै हेर्ने अब
To Simon Bonza. No foul there, João Neves launching it long. Conceição, Emphasis come a long way. It's done brilliantly. Really used his head there in every sense.
Tremendous covering player outside his box, alert.
Might be a winner in this yet, you know, with the Congo.
बेइज्जतै हुन्छ खाइदै बेइज्जतै हुन्छ
सुरुमा लीड लिएर
To Sammy.
हैन 5 दिन नजिक गोल आयो हाम्रो नि
I mean, what a platform this would be for them to get a point from this. Arguably, toughest match that they'll face in this group phase, but to leave here with a point would represent an awesome achievement for Sebastian de Sabra and his troops. Conceição to Fernandes. Great challenge going in there from Mbemba. Sadiki rather. As Twansebi. Bruno Fernandes taking matters into his own hands. But it didn't cause Emphasis a problem.
रोनाल्डोले गोल हाल्न चाहिँ गर्न बिग्रियो
Minutes prior, where is Bruno Fernandes? Well, there he is, and that's the type of thing he can do. He can turn the game in a matter of minutes. Look at that goal-scoring record for Portugal. Basically scores a goal every 3 games. He's got some space. He's got a window here, and just drags it wide of that post to the left of the pass.
To 5 minutes added here in Houston. Semedo with a chance to stretch those legs. Conceição. On to Semedo again, but sliding in was Joris Kayembe.
Big tackle from the sub. That's what you need. The players that are coming on make a difference.
Fernandes in towards Ronaldo. Get the feeling they're going to really pour it on in the closing stages here, Portugal. And DR Congo hold on and see it through.
Ronaldo can't get a real good
Oh,
look at goal.
hang on. It's fizzled out rather quickly. Johan Whistle blocked up by Araujo. It's yellow.
गोल हाल्न सकेन कि अब
Well, there was a covering defender, but you can see quite clearly that they are arguing that maybe the colour of this should have been red. Because Wissa was on the move and threatening to make a beeline for the box.
I think this is a very frustrated Portugal here right now. This day hasn't gone the way they would have wanted it to go. It's pretty incredible. Chancel Bemba came running up the field to have a word with one of his teammates about keeping their head, not getting into the emotion of doing something silly at this point. I believe it was Bonza who he talked to. November.
यस्तो भयो भने झ्याउँछ कि त एउटाले जित्नु पर्छ नि त यार
Salo being boxed in.
एउटाले जिते त हुन्छ यस्तो नजिक नजिक
Time running out in Portugal. Want to make a winning start
भयो
in this FIFA World Cup campaign.
एमबापेले जस्तो झाडु देखाउनु पर्छ कि त्यो तर मेसीले त एक गोल
So there's
खाएन नि
6,
त
7 passes in that little area right there without advancing the ball. It's still going. Now they're finally moving up the field. But it's as though they weren't looking forward.
Semedo's got away from a couple. Now he's faced by Kiembe. There's a corner.
कर्नर हो ल अब यो लास्ट गोल्डन चान्स हो यो अब केटाहरुले
Fenerbahce right back. It's a vital corner. Could turn into a game winner potentially.
He couldn't,
यो
could he?
अब यो लास्ट चान्स हो
Ronaldo at this stage of the
तर लक
game.
छ भने चाहिँ चान्स उठाइरा हेरौँ अब
Towards Vega.
किप
Yeah,
गरे
that's
आइछ
in really good hands.
काउन्टर थाले तरी मैले भेट्न सकेन थालेन कम
To sweep it long and wide. Misplaced from Fernandez. Is there time for one last attack
लास्ट
from those in blue?
खाला
Carrying them deep into Portuguese territory, and Conceição steps across. But to be able to run like that at this stage of the game, credit to him.
Yeah, and that's a fresh Conceição. I think he's the only one who probably could have caught him on Portugal right now.
Not exactly seeing eye to eye either. And that is it.
सके
It ends in a draw here. What a point it is for DR Congo.
गेम भयो यार
Their first goal and first point at a FIFA World Cup. A frustrating start for Roberto Martinez, Cristiano Ronaldo, and for Portugal, who started in the best possible fashion when João Neves put them in front early on. But yes, in first half stoppage time, levelled matters, and it presents an excellent hard-earned point for DR Congo. Full time in Houston, Portugal 1, DR Congo 1.
यस्तो नि म्याच हो यार